Hello everyone and welcome back to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle and Trevor. Say hi, Kyle and Trevor.
Hi.
Hi.
So, we all know why we're here. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to try to be funny. I'm not going to elaborate anymore. We're here to talk about chapter 167.
You're not gonna beat around the bush. You're not gonna pull a euro.
I'm not gonna pull it. What a fitting joke to make, Trevor, because we're talking about chapter 167 of Chainsaw Man, Super Smooch. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This was a great chapter.
It was, dude. I can't believe Sideburns has a brothel. Had a brothel. My bad.
That's the wrong one, Trevor. That's the wrong one.
Wait, was that last chapter? I thought this chapter started with that.
No. That was last chapter.
Oh, my bad. I read them both. I read them back to back because I forgot to read the previous one. I forgot to read 166. My bad.
No, you're all good. I'll forgive you someday. Yeah, no, this is the one where he had the 11-page hand job.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
What a phrase.
What'd you think about it, Kyle? Give me your thoughts.
I thought it was a good chapter. It's just very, very weird. Like I wish I had more to say right now, but I don't really have much else to say. It was a good chapter, but very uncomfortable, which, I think it's fine if art makes people feel that way, but yeah.
What do you think, Trevor?
I think it was a great way to end the series. Dennis finally got everything he wanted. There's no point to have the series anymore. He got everything.
Did. It's
He needs to
over.
look up next chapter back in the shack from part 1, and
maybe the real.
It was all a dream.
That would be a great ending, I think. Maybe
It was all a dream.
Maybe the real Chainsaw Man was the hand jobs we got.
All a wet dream.
Anyhow, let's walk through the chapter then. Let's walk through the chapter. I get my thoughts on it are it's a good chapter and I liked it. Obviously I think a very complex chapter that people are going to be talking about for at least a week, because that's typically how the cycle goes. So let's see here. So we come in, right? It's raining. Dennis and Ashley are kind of soaking wet, and Ashley pulls a knife. Says, "I found a knife on the ground." Or it's Yolanda, I guess. Sorry, Yoru. I'm not gonna say Yolanda's too long of a name to say. It's Yoru. She's like, "I found a knife on the ground. Loosening your dick should straighten you out, right? Take it out." I didn't even know he was gay. And then Ray looks flabbergasted. The thing about this chapter, I was talking to Trevor about this, and kind of Kyle too. We touched on it, but there's so many lines in here that just make me think I can't believe these are genuinely lines from a legitimate chapter.
This is something that someone has actually written and will go on in history books. Yes.
Yeah, like Dennis says, you literally want to cut off my dick. That's a line in Chainsaw Man now.
It's on wiki quotes for these characters probably.
Like that. This is a meme that we'd see with all the Jujutsu Kaisen edits.
Yes. No, it feels like.
Well, the next line is just as good. You want me to whip it out right now?
And they're just in an alley, and he's and it's peak. It's literally peak.
Great.
It's
And then the next line is you legit want to see to cut off my dick? Don't make me repeat myself. Get it out already. Hurry up. Wait, slow down. I changed my mind. So that's important because that's Dennis revoking consent. And then
he's revoking consent to get his dick cut off. That's something different.
Okay.
Retort, Brandon?
That's fair. I can't retort that. No, that's a correct thing, Trevor. So now, so they kind of wrestle. Ashley Yoru loses the knife, and then she decides, okay, I'm just doing this myself. Hand right in the pants. Says, "I don't care. I have no interest in your foolish feelings." Dennis looks flabbergasted right now. Again, all I care about is fighting Chainsaw Man for real. And then, what if I crush your balls? Will that get you in the mood? That's a line that we have now. That's just a line in Chainsaw Man now.
And then they super.
That's a line in a serialized manga.
Yeah, and
no,
So
I get.
then she just kind of looks at him. She remembers the kiss, which is actually proof that Nayuta is still alive, by the way. She remembers the kiss, and then she goes, "Kissed, huh? We've kissed." And then so she kisses him again, pulls back. They both look shocked at this. And then we get Yoru starting to blush, which is kind of wild. And then she goes in again, and now she's going to town, both upstairs and downstairs, and they just keep French kissing for a couple of pages and panels, and then Yoru is switching out as Dennis makes such a face. Ashley comes back in, and then she looks down at her hands and goes, "Man, I'm so fucked up," because Dennis has cummed. He arrived.
And this is like what you're saying earlier. This is now an image that exists in a serialized manga story.
This is I feel like this is going to become a relatively iconic panel for Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. No, Brennan, I know
no
you typically don't put enough effort into your videos to like show.
Oh, I don't put any effort
images
into my
from
videos.
the manga that we are talking about, but I feel like you need to at least put in this last panel here.
Oh, I'll put it up on the TV.
Yeah, it needs to be on screen.
Or should I frame it? I think I'll have to frame it.
Yes, you need to frame it and put it on your wall so it's in the background of every single video.
Dude, but what picture would I replace? I can't replace It's Berkirkin Time or my picture with Pitbull at VidCon.
No, just put up another picture.
A rug.
Okay, fine. Make it the rug. So, this chapter feels like a fever dream. Absolutely feels like a fever dream. So I think we get to see a couple things this chapter. I'll go through. One, you're remembering the kiss, right? I've seen this kind of thrown around. This is proof that Nayuta is still alive. Some people have said, "Oh, it's the exact opposite. She was remembering it because Nayuta's dead." If Nayuta was fully dead, she would have already remembered it. This would be something she already remembered because control would be turned off at this point. We've seen people break through control before in part 1, namely Angel and Aki, whenever they were remembering something or experiencing something intimate. So in Angel's case, whenever he was remembering his past with the girl that he loved, right? He was able to break through Makima's control. This is something similar, where Yoru grabs Dennis, right? She grabs that. It's an intimate moment. And then she is reminded of the time, just barely, not of the full thing, but just of the thing where, like, we've kissed before. So she was able to break through control, which means that control is still active, which means that Nayuta is still alive. And we know that control breaks whenever the control devil dies, because all of the hybrids were freed of Makima's control once she died.
Yeah.
So this is indisputable proof that Nayuta is still alive.
Well, obviously she's still alive.
Yeah, but it was a doubt. So the other thing here that we can see, if you'll remember back from an earlier chapter, Yoru confessed to having feelings for Dennis as well because she shares a brain with Ashley. I think here we see Yoru get carried away a little bit. Probably partially for her plan, sure. But I do think that genuinely she wanted to give Dennis a hand job here. What do you think about that? What are y'all's thoughts on that?
He's just prepping it to become the strongest weapon in our arsenal.
Exactly.
But it still belongs to him.
Not if he belongs to her.
It belongs to Nayuta.
Well, if it's cut off, then it's just free property then, right?
Well, it's still his. It's just no longer attached to him. But she didn't cut it off. You see, that's the thing. She was stroking that shit.
Straight up.
And look, she could have just been stroking it, right? She could have just been working that thing. She could have just been she could have just been Josh and the Molly, right? She could have been. She could have been doing just any of that. But not only that, she was blushing heavily, and she starts French kissing him, tongue. I mean, their tongues are intertwined, right? Parlez-vous français, right there. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to go that far. She could have just given him an old tug. Dennis has never felt the affection of a woman. It's gonna get the job done. She went above and beyond. She went 10-star service. She went $100 for 15-minute service here. And like, so it's very obvious that I think here she was acting on her feelings for Dennis through Ashley's feelings, which then shows that Ashley wanted to give the works to Dennis as well. That's my interpretation.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't?
I know someone who wouldn't. Josh.
Josh?
Josh would not want to. He would have already. He's been given plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So basically, what I'm saying here is that Yoru is like Kinjaku here. He did not have to take back shots for his plan. As a matter of fact, it had nothing to do with his plan whatsoever, and he still chose to. So I'm still putting Kinjaku at freak number 1. I'm putting Yoru at freak number 2. And that's partially too because she managed to sexually assault 2 people at the same time. Which is very, very interesting to me.
No, Dennis consented.
No, he never gave verbal consent.
You don't need to give verbal consent. Brennan, I know you've had to read Title IX.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you do. You have to read it in order to, like, go to a college. And you're in college right now. You've read Title IX.
No, I'm at home right now.
Oh my gosh.
He's got your hair.
Oh my gosh. You were in college, like, last month.
Okay,
you were in college, like, 4 days ago, actually.
Yeah. And
you have to do Title IX stuff for your orientation. I know, it's like a federal requirement.
Okay, well, I don't remember it. Look,
and they have to ask you, like, hey, is verbal consent needed? And the answer is no, because there is, like, a form of consent is not saying no. As long as you're not under duress.
Okay, but
under duress.
But let's examine Dennis's body language here, right? He is very clearly shocked and in a state of disbelief, and he's very also clearly confused.
he's French kissing Yoru. You don't do that.
He's in a state of delirium and confusion. You can hardly call it a correct state of mind.
This is the only thing that he has ever wanted.
No, but he doesn't want it like this. You see, the thing with Dennis is how he incorrectly associates sexual intimacy with validation. Because he's one, never had it, and 2, anytime he's been close, it's been used to manipulate him, mainly by Makima, also by Himeno to an extent. So this is not what he's wanted at all, mainly because he himself doesn't fully understand his own psyche to break through the levels of what he wants. This is Yoru taking advantage of him in a situation where, 1, I think he is too mentally and emotionally immature to understand the full ramifications of what's happening. 2, in a position where he is very clearly confused. He's in a state of delirium. Look, you have to understand, Trevor. This man was literally cut up.
He's literally
cut up by the government.
He's literally
into pieces
Chainsaw Man, though.
After watching his house and his pets burn to the ground. His pets, including Yowie, which was his only connection to power, one of the most important people to him, as well as the apartment where Aki lived and everything. That's all gone. He watched all of that die. Naita sacrificed herself for him, and she's probably dead as far as he knows. And then he's coming here. He's been in a state of delirium the entire time. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what he wants. He's going through a bunch of character development at the brothel when he was like,
he wants to be Chainsaw Man. He does know get what he
because
wants because
he's
he's
acknowledging
Chainsaw
that
Man.
his sex drive
It's
is a
like the
problem and he
only thing
wants to fix
he's
it.
only a
And he still
Chainsaw Man
doesn't know
because
how
he
to
knows
fix it.
what
He
he
doesn't know
wants,
how
and
to go along
he
with it.
wants
So
to be
that's why I
Chainsaw
originally
Man. He
joined
wants
your
to live a
thing.
happy
He's
life and be
confused. He
Chainsaw
doesn't
Man. That's what
genuinely
he
want
wants.
his
He wants to
dick
be
cut off.
Chainsaw Man.
It was just
He
she
wants to
offered him a
Kyle,
solution,
say
and
something.
oh
my
he's
gosh.
confused. And
Kyle,
so
you need to
now we're at a
participate.
point where
Kyle,
okay,
you need to participate in the discussion. Say something.
give your one-liner.
I just feel bad that there's probably not a bathroom nearby for her to wash her hands.
No, it's raining. Though.
Okay, that's he's got you there.
No, but there's no soap. She needs soap to disinfect.
That's true. No
Maybe
soap.
you don't.
No paper towels either. You
Yeah.
can't
Why
just
would you
wipe
need
it on
paper
your dress.
towels?
You can't just wipe it on your dress. You got to dry your hands somehow.
No, but it's raining. You can't dry your hands anyway.
Well, it's probably not raining like super duper hard. I mean, what are you gonna do?
They're
Scrub?
soaking wet. They're literally dripping. They have
Yeah,
so much
just-
drip, dude.
That's for a different reason. Though. That's it. That's for a different reason.
She looks down, and just goes, "Ooh, free shampoo."
No, she's not gonna do that actually.
Kyle, shut up. That was worse than anything that has happened so far, ever. In the entirety of humanity. Shut up.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I agree with what you're saying on it. Sorry, I'm trying to piece together the right words. This was not a good thing that happened for Dennis. And it's weird that this is probably going to be one of the biggest turning points, funny word, in Chainsaw Man.
Like, just knowing how iconic and important this moment is going to be in the future is kind of wild.
This is going to come back in part 3.
Probably. I mean, Trevor and I, we can't wait to see it animated.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, dude, I cannot wait for this to be animated. I will watch that episode and no other episode.
I feel so
I'm
bad.
gonna watch this 11-page segment over and over on repeat.
It just the like 30-second clip of it on repeat. You're gonna edit it into a 10-hour footage, a 10-hour version,
and upload it to the channel.
Upload it to the channel.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you think people who are animators working on Chainsaw Man, who like keep up with the manga in Japan, how do you think they felt reading this chapter, knowing that will probably be what they have to do at some point?
I don't think they're terribly worried about it because this is probably going to get animated in a good 10 years or so.
It's not gonna take 10 years.
Could.
Probably not, though.
I mean, Chainsaw Man Season 1 came out back in, like 2021, 2022?
Yeah. When did the first episode of Chainsaw Man come out?
2021, 2022?
No, I mean like the first chapter, I mean.
Oh, 2018.
Yeah, that's like 3 years.
Yeah.
It's not going to take 10 years for the second season to get animated.
I mean, it could.
No.
Because we got the Reze movie coming out soon.
Oh my gosh, I hate you.
With balancing other projects too.
Yeah, I mean, it's MAPPA. They're gonna get it done, and it's gonna be good, but like, not ethical.
What happened this chapter was not ethical either.
Dude, how dare
It was relatively ethical.
companies make things that I don't want to I don't want them to make. How dare they make things that I don't want them to make?
Exactly. Like, Kyle, what's the studio that does My Hero?
Bones.
You would know that off the top of your head.
You would know that, wouldn't you?
Got him. Well,
Had to reset.
yeah, of course. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've touched on everything I want to touch on. Is there anything y'all want to talk about, or any thoughts or anything?
The previous like 13, 14 chapters that we haven't covered.
We'll get there. We're getting there. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We're gonna record each episode like we don't know what's coming later.
Exactly.
Each chapter is gonna be its own episode. Yeah.
Like,
Well, we don't know what's coming later because that doesn't happen yet.
Well, yeah, because we've recorded all those episodes actually previously. I just haven't uploaded.
Yeah,
them yet.
we've already recorded. We've already recorded them. They just haven't been uploaded.
We recorded them in the week. Yeah. Kyle, anything you want to talk about? Any thoughts or any final whatever?
No, I feel content ending the chapter discussion there.
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's nothing else I have to really say on it at this point in time. Or unless you guys do.
No, I pretty much said my piece. Well, if you're this far in the episode, then or the video, then obviously there's something like, so make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what you thought about this chapter. There's probably a thought or two. I've certainly seen a thought or two on Twitter. I can't wait for next week, though. This is gonna be a hard wait. But thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.